Day 2 of the second test between England and the West Indies in Manchester was a moving day, a day that moved the game closer to England and far away from the West Indies. This is how an intriguing day's play panned out. Sibley and Stokes play on. Stokes goes big and England post a mammoth total on the board. If day 1 was all about Sibley and Stokes batting with circumspection, their watch and play mode was on beast mode on day 2, as the two of them batted with watchful eyes, with full attention. West Indies didn't opt for a new ball on the morning of day 2, and yet the old ball gave them a lot of purchase in the air and off the track as well. What the scorecard will not tell you is how well the West Indies bowled in the first couple of hours on day 2, because both Stokes and Sibley were resolute in their defences. Sibley scoring runs. He notched up only his second test century, while Stokes at the other end was solid, but he did play a few of his reverse sweeps occasionally. Both of them going to lunch unscathed, with England in the driver's seat. If England were in the driver's seat pre-lunch, post-lunch they drove in cruise mode, and an example of that is how Ben Stokes reverse swept to reach his 10th test century. One filled with patience. An example of how patient Ben Stokes was can be seen in how he first scored his first 50 in 119 balls, his next 50 of 136 balls. But once he got there, he ensured that he moved from second gear to top gear almost instantly, because he scored his next 50 of just 46 balls, playing shots all across the ground. Tom Sibley at the other end tried aping Ben Stokes but holed out to Kemar Roach in the deep off Roston chase. But then Buttler and Stokes ensured that there was no further damage, as England went to tea very much in control of the proceedings. Post-tea, Stokes had just one thing in mind: to accelerate, but one reverse sweeps too many meant that Kemar Roach got him. Kemar Roach's first wicket in Test cricket after a while. But one brings two, and that saying fit perfectly, as Roach first got Stokes and on the very next ball got Wokes off a beautiful outswinger. Buttler got amongst runs and England's tail wagged, as by the times the innings was declared for 469 for 9, England had put their mark and stamped their authority on this game. Roston chase ending with a fifer. The first West Indies spinner to end with a fifer in one innings of a test match in England since Chris Gayle, who did this in 2004. When West Indies came out to bat for an hour or so, they seemed like doing that very well, fending off a very sharp new ball attack from England. But then Sam Curran got one to nip just a little into John Campbell, and he was out LBW, the on-field call of not out being reversed on DRS. But with night watchman Alzari Joseph batting with Craig Brathwaite, West Indies went to stumps without any further damage. England have put a mountain of runs on the board, one that has pushed West Indies on the back foot already. Can they bounce back from here? England have 400 plus runs in the bank. Fresh pace attack, there are footmarks on the pitch, and Dom Bess is spinning the ball virtually square. West Indies' backs are against the wall, but they've beaten the odds in the past. Can they do that again? Day 3 will give us